Well, I was thinking about life has just a handful of really big events and wonderful events. And when I think about one of the most wonderful events that I experienced was when George Markus, when I found out that we were having a grandbaby. And George Markus's mother and father, he was working at a local bar, and they took me in for lunch. And my daughter was a vegetarian, and she ordered a burger, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And they told me that she was pregnant, and I absolutely melted emotionally and couldn't contain myself. And about 5 months into her pregnancy, I realized we're having a baby. We're going to have a baby, and I was going to be a grandmother. And the day that George Markus was born, the day you were born, I remember your mom, them wheeling her in, and she scanned the room to find me, and she locked eyes with me and said, "Look at my baby, Mom." And I was just looked at this little precious baby, George Markus, and I just melted. My heart melted. And so I wanted to do this audio because I wanted him to know how much I loved him and how big of a impact that his little life, and he's only going to be a year next week, has made in my life. And he is just beautiful and amazing. He was named after his great-grandmother and great-great-grandfather and his uncle and his grandfather and his uncle. So he's named after all of these people. And it was beautiful. He's just beautiful. And I want him to know how valuable his voice is, and that I've worked hard in my life to leave a physical legacy for him and a spiritual legacy for him. And I just adore him, and I think of him every day. And no matter what happens in our life, we'll always be connected. If I'm not physically in the world, we'll always be connected. And I really want him to know that I love and adore him, and that he's in my thoughts every day. Every day that I draw breath, I think of him, and that I pray for him. And I am so excited to be able to see the man he's going to become in his life. And I just really wish him lots of peace and love and happiness, and that he just knows that I love him. I adore him.